All right. Well, I've been watching a lot of movies lately, and one of the movies I watched was The Lost City of Z. Now, Lost City of Z isn't a terrible movie. In fact, I would wager to say it's a pretty good movie. It's a movie that is just a movie. It's a movie about, a guy who goes to find this lost South American city and to kind of bring it to the modernizing world. And I really, really thoroughly liked parts of this movie, and I thoroughly didn't like parts of this movie. I mean, there's something about the fact that you kind of expected it to be this grand, lost world. He finds this big, grandiose city and goes on this epic adventure, and it all goes in one linear path. But it just doesn't, and it kind of leaves you feeling a little bit like they didn't do a very good job with it. Now, the movie, for one, has stellar acting. I would say actually top notch acting. It's got Charlie Hunnam in it, who is almost impossible to not see as Jax from Sons of Anarchy. So it's basically like Jax discovering the Amazon in the 1900s, early, century type thing. It's got Tom Holland in it, although he doesn't appear for a very fucking long time, and I was questioning whether or not he was even in the movie at all. And Robert Pattinson, who's always an incredible actor, I'm a massive fanboy of Robert Pattinson, so it was nice to see him in this, even though he plays kind of a reclusive loser, so to speak, and doesn't really ever do much in the movie. And it's also got the legend Ian McDiarmid, who's just incredibly amazing in the movie. I had to like double take and be like, "Oh my god, that's Senator Palpatine! Oh my god, Palpatine!" So I mean, the movie has great acting. Angus McFadden is also in it. He's great. They all play very good, and it is good acting. It's a good movie for its acting in general. But the most critical downside of this movie, I would say, is it just kind of goes on and on and on. It doesn't follow. I mean, yes, it's a kind of a period piece that, has this long timeline, but the way it is jumping all over the place, and sometimes you're here, sometimes you're there, you never really know where you're at in the movie, and that means it's pretty disorienting to watch, and I found myself quite bored of it, especially near the end. Now, I did really like the fact that it's this long epic, and I like these kinds of movies. I really, really like the time period and the idea, but there's just something about it. The indigenous part of it from the Amazon, it's very depressing, the way they're portrayed, and it's not this grandiose epic. It's kind of like a boring biography, and now it is based on a true story, and it is a drama film, and it plays out very much like a drama film. It's very slow at times, and that I think is its ultimate detriment. It's like I said, it's not a bad movie. It is well within that 3 out of 5, 2.5 out of, 5 out of 10 type movie. It has great parts in it, but it has parts in it that are so slow and boring that you basically almost have to fall asleep or just be waiting for the movie to end. It's that kind of movie, and I think that if they would shorten things a little bit, and they would have added a little bit more grandiose to it, it could have been a much better movie. And that's the real tragedy of this, because absolutely love Charlie Hunnam. And Tom Holland, of course, is in it, although he doesn't play a very big role in it. And it was almost like he didn't even really need to be in the movie. But I mean, Robert Pattinson, interesting character for sure. And there are some interesting aspects of it. You want to kind of believe in the same dream that Colin Percival McFowlett will want had Fawcett had, and you almost want to kind of think that it was this more blockbuster type experience, but ultimately it just didn't live up to my expectations, and that left me kind of disappointed. Yeah, I mean, Lost City of Z, it's not absolutely awful. It does have some good shots in it. It's very grim. It's very kind of, blah. I feel as if for all these three great actors that were in it, Charlie Hunnam, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, they carried the movie. If they weren't in it, it would have been substantially worse. It was interesting to see them in this endeavor, but it's not a movie I would ever watch again, and it really isn't something that is a massive high point in any of their careers. I would say it's very straight to DVD type material. It's the truth of the matter is that you can have a very thoroughly good idea for a movie. You can have great actors in the movie. Hell, you can even have a great settings and sets. But at the end of the day, the movie just didn't get there, and it is kind of a tragedy, but not that bad, really. It's very 5 out of 10 material. Super disappointing. But at the same time, it has some interesting shots. The World War One scene, very cool. Some of the sets are fantastical. Very, very, very high quality there. But the way it just was, it just didn't do it. The ironic tragedy of a movie that has every piece of the puzzle but still doesn't fit together is the absolute epitome of this movie. I wanted to like it, but at the end, I didn't really like it. So, yeah, I mean, that's my thoughts on Lost City of Z 2016. A little bit of an older movie now, but I mean, at the same time, it's still very, very modern. And it has significantly more value if you just close your eyes and picture Jax in history. Because he's such an awesome character as Jax, and he just embodies that character, even when he's in a completely different role. So, yeah, I mean, that's just the fact.